Hey guys, can you hear me now? Okay, just a second. I'll just come in 1 second. Hey guys, can you hear me? Sorry, I was just like making some arrangements. Okay, say yes if you can see me and hear me. Okay, so perfect. So can someone share the link in Telegram group? Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. I need to get my charger. 1 second. Okay. Ah, sorry about that. So how are you guys? Guys, you need to check your internet connection. The video is HD quality and absolutely perfect from my side. If you're not able to see the video quality properly, then it's the problem with your bandwidth, not with me. So yeah, so no, video quality is absolutely fine. Okay, so just a second. Hmm. Let me quickly check. Can I do something for video? Because yeah, yeah, it's good, right? Okay. Okay, so we have. Okay, so before we start, guys, thanks a lot for coming online. I know India versus Australia going on, and actually left the match and then thought of taking this session because I've already announced. And please don't ask any, I mean, as such, technical question where we really need to cover some, the coding things and all. You just ask some appropriate, good questions where if you're struggling somewhere in terms of interviews, in terms of designing, in terms of some automation, and if you really want to share something, okay, with respect to your success stories, you can write down over there and right. So because and please don't mind if I'm not able to cover each and every question because there will be a lot of questions, right? So there are a couple of announcements I'll do once the I mean once the session is over, and yeah. So this is the thing. Make sure that okay we maintain the decorum in the live chat because last time a couple of folks okay getting aggressive unnecessary, so please be careful this time because I'm not going to entertain okay, such things. Okay, so who is asking the first question? I've cleared an interview. What do you have taught in your Java and Selenium tutorial? Tomorrow is the first day I'm going to start working on automation in my office. So hence thanking you, Sangeeta. Hey, Sangeeta, congratulations and best of luck. Let me know if you are facing any issue. And our Telegram group and Facebook group, my channel is always okay with you all. So yeah, keep learning. Don't If you get the offer, don't think that okay, now you have to stop learning and then busy with the work and everything. But no, you have to keep learning. You have to keep enhancing your knowledge. Right? Cool. Uh, okay, so one interesting question is that Rajat is asking if we get a bug in production as QA, what should we do? Obviously, it's your responsibility. First of all, people will ask you that okay, why it got missed. There is no direct finger on you, but it's on your it's a question on your work that okay, how exactly you missed that bug. Means the test case is not covered by you during regression testing or during whatever the testing you are performing before production, or what happened exactly that maybe you missed the requirement or maybe requirement was not clear. So you will do some retrospect, you will do some a postmortem, and first of all you will see that okay, yes, this bug is actually missed by us or not. This bug is actually coming on a stage environment or the lower environment. Might be it's a bug only on production. In that case, you are safe. Otherwise, people will ask you that okay, why this bug actually came into the picture and how exactly it got missed by you guys. So guys, be careful. And I would advise you one thing that if the bug is coming from production, in every company bugs are there in production. So don't worry about it. Don't take it personally. You just try to improve. And one thing you will do that whenever any bug is there or something like this, in that case, you write the test cases for that particular bug. So let's say there's a production bug, you write the same test case in your test case list, so that next time, okay, you will concentrate more on that particular bug, right? So this is the right way. Generally, I always do the same thing that whenever there is a bug and in production bug, I write the test cases for that. So this is the best approach to handle production bugs, right? Protector tutorials, guys, I actually cancelled it because I have around 4 to 5 videos on Protector. So as such, it's not in my pipeline because whatever we can do with respect to WebDriver Java, Harish, we can do with the same thing with Protector. So I didn't find any great things with respect to Protector. I mean, I didn't find any great advantage because unnecessarily at first I have to cover JavaScript and then Protector. I'm not the kind of person who is like actually starting with directly Protector. Without programming knowledge, you cannot work upon automation. Just like we did it for Selenium with Java, right? We learned about Java first and then only Selenium automation. But Protector, you need to learn about Java or JavaScript. Same thing, I'm doing it for Python. Python around 10 to 11 videos are already there, and once these videos are there, immediately I'll start Python series with Selenium. So as of now, Protector I have excluded from my list because I didn't find any good advantage with that, and it's only for Angular JS based application. And these days, Angular is getting less popular okay, as compared to React JS, and also there is no point to cover those things. Okay, so my advice, you can ignore that one. What do you mean by Saurabh? What do you mean by real process of manual testing? Manual testing is like the general concept is there, like all the different types of testing. Either it is you are talking about functional testing, non-functional testing, what are the different test cases you will write, boundary value analysis, and the typical test case designing, and positive, negative test cases, sanity, smoke, regression, system testing, all such kind of testing you have to look into it. And then manual testing is always there. It's not like okay, everything you can automate. So this is not possible. Then in that case, you have to do some manual testing. So manual testing is compulsory to know. In fact, in automation only you can do when you know at least something basic about some basic knowledge about automation. I mean manual testing. Then only you can work on automation, right? Testing questions and manual testing questions and answer. I can prepare some maybe interview question because the area is so wide because they can ask anything. And there are a lot of other blogs and channels are already there. And there are a lot of good videos are there. If you really want, maybe I can prepare some maybe a couple of videos on manual testing questions. I have already prepared one interview. I think one video I've already prepared that what are the different types of manual testing in which I have covered all the different types of questions and how exactly you have to get the answer and what are the different things you have to cover with respect to manual testing. I have already covered actually, so you can refer that. That is more than enough. I mean, if you're really expecting that okay, for each and every testing I'll prepare some video. It's not in my list as of now. We'll see later, but not as of now, right? So, okay. Bhagya Lakshmi window handling topic I already covered. It's available on my YouTube. Please check it. One real-time project end-to-end. It's already covered, Aryan. The page object model series is real-time project. Okay, first I really want to clear one thing, guys, that whenever I started training, before starting the training, some people they ask, in fact, a lot of people they ask that, okay, will you give real-time training or real-time project? Can we add the same project in my resume? No. I mean, as such, there is no real-time training, guys. Project training I'm talking about. So, we will you cover a project? Of course, we will cover the framework part, and you can pick any application. Project training is not about that. Okay, we will sit together and then we will write a project development, and then we will write the test cases, and then we will automate them. No, no one will give you such kind of training. This is not project training. Project for automation point of view, what matters is that how exactly you will automate a particular web application. That matters a lot. So you have to automate your web application. You have to automate with respect to page object model, page design patterns, data driven, hybrid, keyword driven. You have to combine all the things together, and then you can pick any application. Either you can pick any e-commerce application, banking application, or whatever. Okay, any ERP application, CRM application, whatever you want. It should be a good web application, and you can take the reference of that application and implement the same thing in your framework. I mean, in your project framework, and then you showcase the same thing in your resume. This is what you have to do. Don't expect that okay, someone will come and prepare the video end-to-end project training. There is no end-to-end project training, right? So you have to understand how to use these terminologies. I mean, first of all, initially I used to get confused that okay, what exactly you guys want. There is no project training, guys. We cannot give you project training. We can give you the framework part. That, okay, hey, this is the web application. These are test cases, the complete framework, design, and everything. Conversion to automation, end-to-end Git repositories, naval integration, the Jenkins server, everything through apparent execution, everything. So those things we can automate and we can explain, right? So this is the kind of training you should expect and you should know about it. Forget about project. You can then, if you know how to design the framework, you can implement the same framework in any kind of project, in any kind of web project, and then you can explain the same thing at a time of interview as well, right? Cool. Dilip is asking, can we put DevOps tool in Selenium resume? Of course, you can do that. It's an extra advantage if you have any kind of DevOps experience or any kind of if you really want to showcase your skill set. Definitely, you can do that. It's an extra advantage. It's actually cherry on the cake that you are let's see, Jenkins, Maven, Gradle, master slave configuration of the Jenkins, Git repository configuration, AWS, and any other build server tools, Bitrise and cloud computing, all these things. If you really want to write, and then definitely it's an extra advantage, and definitely you should write. I mean, yeah, it's a really good advantage on your resume if you're writing. Ram Shankar is asking Wi-Fi mode testing. What do you mean the Wi-Fi mode? I never heard about it. Related to Selenium, no. I haven't heard about it. What do you mean the Wi-Fi mode testing? You mean to say you have to turn on and turn off the Wi-Fi and then you have to check the application? It's nothing related to Selenium. So Umang is asking, do we have good product-based companies for Selenium, Java, and rest assured automation? Yeah, a lot of companies are there. In fact, all the companies they are working upon these kind of technologies. And right now I'm in Bangalore, and then in Bangalore, like all the companies. In fact, I have a lot of friends in NCR and Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai. Everywhere there are a lot of product-based companies are there, and they are working upon Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python combination, backend APIs, mobile automation, and yeah, performance testing also is like really good these days. So all the product companies, in fact, I cannot give any name, but I mean, almost everywhere you can see that okay, such kind of open source tools and technologies people are working upon, right? So definitely, guys, it's a great thing to know the combination of Selenium, Java, rest assured, and learn about one performance testing tool, either it is JMeter or Gatling, and APM for mobile testing. Basic knowledge is enough. If you're going with these things with proper knowledge of programming in Java, I think you can pretty much clear about your product-based company interview. Don't worry about it. Mahesh, I cannot explain you what you mean by memory leakage. There are some certain tools are available in Xcode also. You can do that, and in Android also there are certain utilities are there. But right now I cannot explain. Nitish is asking test complete scope in future. Yeah, that's a good question. I think in Telegram also somebody is asking me actually. Uh, Test complete future, it's okay, not that great, but I would advise you not to spend unnecessary time on test complete and UFT QTP books. It was there around 7 8 years back, and then that time it was quite popular. But as compared to test complete, there are a lot of other tools are available in the market. Selenium is there, Robot Framework is there, and a lot of new things are coming in the picture. So I don't think so that you should really spend more time on test complete, and I don't think so it's a great future, okay, with respect to test complete. So it's up to you. It's just an extra advantage in your portfolio if you really want to add such things. So that is up to you. I'm not a big fan of testing. Manual testing interview question we have already covered. About cloud-based automation testing. SHC guys, cloud-based automation testing is nothing. Cloud. What do you mean by cloud-based automation testing? How will you do that? First you think, and then you also think about it. What do you mean by cloud-based? Chetak is asking it. Cloud-based automation testing. We use cloud, right, to set up our infrastructure. We test our cloud applications. Okay, now it can be manual testing, it can be backend testing, it can be automation also if any web application is there. But how will you? The thing is, there is no as such cloud-based automation testing. It's not. If the cloud-based application is available in the form of web application, available in the form of backend APIs. Let's say I want to create a 5 virtual user on a particular AWS machine and 5 Linux servers, and I want to install a couple of things over there. So this is about cloud configuration, and there are certain APIs are there, so I'll automate them. It's not like that. Okay, somewhere I'll go to the cloud and then and then I try to automate those things. No, it's not like that. Everything is available in the form of interface. Interface means available either it is web interface or mobile interface or maybe the backend interface. So you have to play with all these three platforms always, right? So for you, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. It's available in the cloud or what. If available in the cloud, it means you have to use the cloud-based APIs to automate those things. This is the only difference: the cloud and the non-cloud-based applications, right? So let's say I can give you that. Okay, hey, my application is hosted on AWS, but it doesn't matter to me because for me, it's a web application, right? Whatever the APIs are hosted, the backend and the database and everything is hosted on the AWS, Amazon Web Services, or available on the cloud or maybe on Google Cloud. So for me, it doesn't matter. So what matters is that okay, hey, I just need to set up the infrastructure. That okay, my test case is absolutely working fine. I just need to use your API URLs and everything, and I need to automate them. This is the scope of automation testers or maybe manual testers with respect to cloud-based testing. It's not like specifically you need to learn about some tool or something like this. It's nothing like that. Okay, maybe you need to know about how to configure a couple of things. Let's see, to set up the things, you need to know about AWS, and some companies they provide AWS certifications and all those things. So maybe you can do that actually, but it's not compulsory, and it depends. It depends company to company. Most of the things are done by DevOps team with respect to infrastructure, so you don't need to do anything over there. So in that case, you can ignore those things, right? So this is about the cloud-based testing on guys. What to do with manual automation, backend, API, whatever you want to do, you can do with that. Selenium with C Sharp 7, no, it's not booming. Okay, I don't think so. It's not booming, and yeah, some companies are using it. So if you really want to, I actually started 2 weeks back. Actually thought of starting Selenium with C Sharp around 5 or 6 videos, and then we can jump on Selenium. But actually, eventually, I started my Python series, and some other stuff came into the picture. But I'll see that. So if you really rate or if you really want to rank, I would say Selenium with Java always first. Selenium with Python is second. Selenium with C Sharp is also there. Okay, and Selenium with Ruby also it's there. And Selenium with JavaScript is yeah with respect to protector and such tools are available, so you can work with that. But C Sharp is still I would say the third priority for me as of now. But yeah, if you're going for specifically for let's see for a company where people are using C Sharp, then it's up to you. You have to learn about it. But as of now, I don't think so that okay, it's not a burning issue. The burning thing that okay, no, we have to cover and we have to. We don't have any choice. We have choices, and then we will categorize and prioritize accordingly. Right? Yeah, ng driver works perfectly fine. I have already used, and if your application is based on AngularJS application, and if you really want to use Selenium WebDriver, you can use ng WebDriver. I know this is something missing from my side from since long. I really need to prepare. At least only one video is enough. Definitely, I'll try this week if I can work. I can use this ng driver and I can showcase something. It's very simple, very straightforward. It's very easy, right? Only extra locators are provided by this ng driver, and then easily you can work with that. Kumar is saying Selenium with Python versus DevOps. Which one is better for QA when we are not much strong in coding? If you are not strong in coding in DevOps, also you have to write some code. DevOps is a very wide area, guys. If you are really interested in internet and in cloud and AWS and infrastructure setup, if you feel that okay, no, I can do better over there as compared to automation or coding, you can go for that. But it's not in automation testing. You have an advantage if you have zero experience in automation. You learn the things within 2 3 months, and you apply for that, and you are good to go with that. Easily you can get into IT. Either you are in America, you are in India, or maybe some other country. Easily you can learn, get the training, and then go for it. But in DevOps, it's not like you just get the training and get the things done, and then you just going for applying for interview, and somehow you crack the interviews also, but you won't be able to survive because in DevOps, real-time experience matters a lot because they know each and everything, how exactly infrastructure setup and everything. And if you're expecting that, okay, you will join the company and some godfather you will meet, and then they will teach you, no, you are taking a big risk in that case. Okay, so until unless if you're not confident, and okay, then don't please apply for such kind of things, right? Same thing for development profile also. But DevOps, it's really good, no doubt about it. Great future. Not to know, not to learn. So many tools are there, so many things are there, and Python is much needed. Python is there, Scala is there, Go language you should know. All these three languages. Java also you should be somewhere good in. Shell scripting also you should know about if you really want to learn with DevOps. If you really want to grow with DevOps, right? So, syllabus feature we have already covered. I'm just ignoring like all the repetitive questions or maybe similar kind of questions. I'm just ignoring that. Validation and verification, what kind of question it is, or of course, yes, you can do both the things. Similarly with Java, similarly with Python, we have one second. Oh God, people are bombarding with the questions. Please suggest best way to write Java programs for interview. Okay, so Java programs for interview, guys. I know a lot of people are struggling, and I'm trying my best to give you the best things in Java, either my training or YouTube channel or whatever. But still, guys, Java is an ocean, and programming is always an ocean. So you don't expect that okay, through training you will get to know everything, and suddenly you will become an expert. Java takes time. Programming takes time. Just one second, please. One second. Sorry about that. So Java takes time, guys. Programming takes time to learn, and practice is very important. Otherwise, you will be lost, and because you never know at the time of interview what kind of question people are asking. So you should focus on, and you should focus upon your, the basic core learning thing. That's important. If you are really good in Selenium, and if you are really poor in Java, good companies they won't hire you. In fact, there are certain companies they will not entertain you if you are not good in programming. Okay, I mean, if you really, if, let's see, forget about Google, Facebook, but if you're going with some good, really good product companies also, maybe startup also, they will not entertain you if you're not good in Java or maybe in any programming languages, or your coding skills are not good, and if you don't know some basic things also, then in that case it will be a problem. So I would advise you couple of topics. Please cover, learn, practice on pen and paper. First of all, learn about all the algorithms, search algorithms, time complexity, space complexity. Learn about collections. What do you mean by array list, hash set, hash map, concurrent hash map? What do you mean by multi-threading, thread concept in Java? Other than that, binary search. Okay. what exactly the time complexity, how exactly you will calculate, which search algorithm is better than other search algorithms and all, sorting programs. So these are the 7 8 topics are there, and you learn these things. Eventually, you will get to know about about these things, and you will improve your confidence. You will increase your confidence in these things. So this is like pretty much important, and pretty much you should know about all these things to crack good companies interviews these days. Then only it's not like only you know how to write a else condition, how to create a class and object. Anyone can aware about it. It's not about Java always. It's all about programming first. Okay, you can write the same logic in Python, Java, C Sharp, whatever. Your logic should be absolutely working fine, and then it should be optimized. So there is a certain process to crack such kind of interviews. And if you're really good in inheritance, or let's say polymorphism, what is method overloading, method overriding, that is fine. That is the second thing. The first thing is always that your algorithm, your data structure, how exactly optimized code you are writing, and the basic things. Okay, you are checking what exactly kind of design you are writing to solve the problem. And these days, what is one more interview round actually got introduced in good companies, the design question. I don't know you guys are aware about it. Design question means, let's see, if I ask you, it's not about your programming, it's all about the system design, and it's nothing related to development or testing or something like this. It's common for all, right? So as an SDET, you should know design questions, how to give the answer. Some examples, let's say I give you, there is a parking lot or parking space is there in a particular building or in some mall. So how will you design the system, right? How will you get to know that, okay, the customer is using the app and saying that, okay, seeing that, okay, yes, this parking lot on second floor or third floor or maybe the ground floor, the parking is available, the parking lot is available. So these are the questions. How will you implement the push notification? How will you implement, let's see, the Uber system or Ola system, right? How exactly, what are different components, what kind of data structure, what kind of system you will design for performance point of view, for server point of view, for configuration point of view, how will you maintain your APIs and all those things. So these kind of questions people are asking actually, and you should, I mean, you should be ready for all these things if you are really dreaming about really good companies in the market. The market is really good, but you have to raise the bar high, I'm telling you guys. Okay. Okay. Tosca is good, Harish. You can think about Tosca as well. Tosca is good. Okay. 4.6 years, Swarna Lata Nayak is asking 4.6 years experience, automation testing. Which are the areas, the skills I need to cover? Interview point of view, because nowadays they are asking many things. As I told you already, that it's planned. Please cover your Java part 4.6 or 5 years experience. They will expect, yes, at least you are able to design the things, you are able to write the test cases, you have you have the command on the tool, on Selenium or APM or whatever, or maybe backend. You should know about all the three areas. I always say that, okay, you should know about all these three areas: your mobile part, your backend part, and then the web part. How to design the common automation framework, and how can you contribute. Let's see, there is an existing framework is there in that company, and then how can you contribute, how can you learn, improve your debugging skills and all those. So okay, these are the areas actually people are expecting, at least from 4 to 6 years of experience people, right? Do you have a video on install Selenium on Mac? Okay, no, I guys, there are so many videos available on my channel. Like I don't know, Mr. Ola is asking that, okay, do you have a video how to install Selenium on Mac? It's already there, guys. Please check that. In fact, in almost every series, I have explained that, okay, first how to configure Selenium on Mac machine with respect to Eclipse and everything. Please go and check that. How does Gopal Krishnan asking, how does different agile methodologies, Scrum, okay, can then make it challenge with testing? I mean, agile and all, it's making initially the challenge. I mean, challenging with testing with respect to time constraint and everything. But these days now, we all are used to it. It's been around 6 7 years now with agile, and I'm pretty much used to it. And I always prefer agile as compared to typical software development life cycle or waterfall model or prototype model. these days people are also used to it, and the competition is so high in the market, and then the demand is so high that okay, in every day, in some companies you have to release something, right? So you have to release on the production, the new features are there, new bugs fixes are there, and then their competitors are making some noise in the market, as you have to beat them. So if you are going with a typical waterfall model, first we will design and then we will write the code and then we will test it, and we will take another 2 months for testing and then bug fixes and then we will do on the production. By the time, okay, your competitor is making history in the market, in the noise in the market, and then you are gone from the business. So these days, if you take any example in the market, any company in the market, people are not using waterfall model, only until unless you have a very typical account in service based company where let's say JP Morgan or maybe Morgan Stanley kind of projects you have, and then they don't have any kind of the competitor in the market, and in that case you can survive. But 90% of the companies, they are using agile and people are used to it. With respect to testing also, we are also used to it. Couple of things I would advise you that still I have seen in the market. In fact, I have some problem with some people in the market, especially with all the test managers. If you see the test manager, see, I'm having around 10 years experience, and I mean, I'm the manager in my company. But I know I have worked upon such really good people in the market, and then people are amazingly good, and they are not bothered about that those micro testing, design things, and design the test plan, design the test strategy, proper documentation, and then test cases you are writing, and then nobody, and the proper review process you are having, and then but at the time of execution you are not utilizing it and you are not leveraging it, then there is no point of that. So that is a very old, boring, old school mentality. Okay, some people having, especially with all the managers. I'm not criticizing anyone, but that's a problem I see. That's my personal view. Maybe you are agree or not. That's a problem with the managers, the QA leads, because they don't understand the value of automation or maybe the technical stuff. They are just still like into the same thing that okay, no, we have to write a test cases, all the manual test cases, very micro detailed in Excel file you have to write, or Quality Center or Zero, whatever you are using, write each and everything, and you have, and proudly we say that okay, hey, we have 2,000, 3,000 test cases. But what if then if you're not using them properly, and then if you're not reviewing them properly, so then in that case, there is no use. In product-based companies, whatever the companies I have worked upon, either it is Cisco, Walmart, Fidelity, and everywhere, we have never had such kind of situation that, okay, we are just spending time on writing the test cases. You maintain your high-level scenarios, your checklist, but don't write, because in Agile and Scrum, it's really difficult to write all the things. You are spending most of the time on test cases only, right? So you are missing the real crunch of the application, that where you have to test it properly, you have to find some other good stuff. People are just wasting time and there is no learning. That's why manual testers are losing interest in testing, in QA, and they always feel that okay, what is my future? Lifetime, do I need to write all these boring test cases or not? So that's a very monotonous job. Give some challenging work, you break the application. Okay, improve your attitude in the company, in the team, in that okay, hey, being a manager, I really want to do such things. I really want to do experiment something, do some R&D and all these things. So that matters a lot, guys, right? So that's my personal view. I'm not hurting any okay, in terms of, I'm not commenting anyone, but yeah, this is my personal view actually. I don't know you guys are agree or not, but yeah. Okay, Shailaja is asking that okay, interview I was asked about listeners. Yeah, test engine listeners are important, but I was confused with oh no, forget about WebDriver listener. You can ignore that part. So Selenium listeners, it's again available on top of TestNG, and you can ignore that, but you should always use, either you are using Extend report, you're using Allure report, you have to use listeners. So what do you mean by listeners? Listeners means which will listen your application, I mean, listen your test case execution, how many test cases got passed and how many test cases got failed, skipped. When something is getting failed, we have to take a screenshot, we have to do something. So everything, there is a listener panel execution is going on. So let's see, these are the test cases. Test case number 1, 2, 3, and this is a listener. So this listener is always checking that okay, yeah, this test case passed, okay, fine. But test case failed, take the screenshot then. So this all these activities are done by the listener. So you have to learn about TestNG listener actually. I already covered a couple of topics on TestNG listener. In fact, I released prepare two videos on Allure also, extend report also, and retry logic, and how to take the failure test cases screenshot. Everything I've already covered in my video, so please have a look over there. Right? APM videos, yeah. Finally, I started. Uh, uploaded two videos, the setup part. But yeah, definitely this coming week. Week, definitely you will find some more videos on APM. Yeah, so things are ready from my side, and then definitely you will find some good APM videos, no doubt about it. Okay, and my APM series will be totally different from others. You will be, I'm telling you, a lot of new things you will be learning about how exactly APM works, why the need, what is APM architecture, and a lot of new things we will be covering, and a lot of interesting stuff we will be covering with respect to APM. Right? Okay, so okay, let me check other things. They're asking Wi-Fi mode in testing. Okay, I'm not covering the Wi-Fi mode testing with Selenium now. Okay, data science for automation testing. No, 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 no. I don't know. Guys, this is again what we say in Hindi, right? Bhed chal. So don't do that. Don't do this thing, because what people are doing, some fancy words, some fascinating words in the market, machine learning, AI, data science. You should know like how exactly. Then it's a totally different career altogether. So for automation testing point of view, data science is, as of now, according to my knowledge, you don't need to learn about data science. Okay, so just forget about it until unless you are actually going to learn data science for your career point of view. That's a different thing. For your job point of view, that's a different thing altogether. Is mandatory. API testing is mandatory for Agile Scrum. It's nothing related to Agile Scrum, but yeah, it's important to know if if you are good in web, if you're good in Selenium, and you know how to do like web testing and everything. But now it's time to learn API testing, how exactly backend works. Forget about automation. In fact, you should know that what do you mean by backend, and what do you mean by APIs, REST APIs, CRUD operation, post, port, and everything. Because if your backend is strong, and then definitely your web application will be strong. If your backend is so poor, and just like a human body, if you look really good, but if your internal system is really weak, then those kind of systems, you won't be able to survive in the market in that case, right? So backend testing is equally very, very important, okay, for testing point of view. Anup Kumar, your video is good enough to crack interviews for 5 days. Of course, that these are my videos. That's my channel, so I have full rights to promote my videos. Yes, definitely, it will help you. So just go and okay, and you can see there are a lot of success stories are there in the market, and I mean on Telegram group and other Facebook, and a lot of messages I'm getting with respect to they are getting the jobs. I never thought, okay, my videos will really help you, okay, you people that like this, but yeah, actually it's happening now, and then people are actually liking it, and a lot of success stories people are sharing on different channels, on different on the blogs and on social networking site also, and LinkedIn also. I'm getting a lot of messages. So yeah, that's hence proof that okay, yes, my videos are helping people to get the job, right? How will run failure test from text? Okay, that we have already covered. Okay, Sanu Tiwari is asking that okay, because of some procedures issue, okay, some bug reproduced in production because of developer not added same procedure in production, but it's working in dev. So what can I do after that? Yeah, first of all, it's not your mistake, because in production generally we don't do such kind of testing. In fact, in some companies, in my company, we never touch production. So your scope is limited to dev and stage and QA environment. But first of all, you should raise this concern that okay, next time whenever there is a production deployment is happening, there are some scripts from a dev point of view also should be ready. For procedure and database point of view also, they should check. They should have the checklist that okay, yes, the deployment is done or not. and how exactly it got missed, because this is something very serious about it. You have to define the certain process as a quality engineer point of view. You can propose certain things that, okay, whenever the deployment is happening, so there are different kind of deployments on production, right? You are deploying your databases scripts, the same schema. Let's see, in user table, okay, in user table, let's see, you have added two more columns in dev environment and or a stage environment, but you missed it, right? In production, so it's not your mistake, because you have tested on dev and stage. It's a dev team responsibility, and when they are deploying it, okay, they should always have that checklist that, okay, yes, these are the changes I have to do it, right? So you define the process, just tell them, okay, hey, maintain your checklist whenever the new things are there. Make sure that, okay, you are using a tagging concept properly. Use your Jira and then tag that, okay, hey, this story is ready for production, and we have to make sure that, okay, yes, everything is deployed in production. So such kind of processes you can follow over there. Microservices testing, I really don't have any video, but maybe I can. Okay, first of all, that in fact, I always argue with the people that, because I'm pretty much sure about it, microservice automation is not possible, and some people say that, okay, no, it's possible, because they say, because they are not aware about the real concept of microservices. I have seen microservices, the design, the system very closely. I have worked upon it, and that's why I got an interest to learn Go language also. So I'm learning Go language as well, just to make sure that, okay, I can somewhere I can build some microservices with respect to Go and Java. So I've seen these kind of system very closely when I was in Walmart, and my current company as well. That on microservices automation, we don't have any as such client available. There is always REST clients available on top of microservice. So microservices are, these are the small tiny services are there, and on top of that, I have created a number of REST clients. So you are hitting the API over here, not at the microservices layer. And some people, they got confused that, okay, they are actually testing the microservices. You're not testing microservices, you're testing the REST APIs, the REST, okay, the REST layer you are checking, not the microservices layer, right? So maybe I can prepare some design questions on microservices, okay, or some videos I can prepare on these things. Okay, yeah, web services interview, whatever I have uploaded videos with respect to web services, I think that is enough. It will give you some basic idea about it. But I have a separate paid course also. You can mail me if you really want to have it. I'm going to upload some more videos in that paid course. It won't be available on YouTube, but yeah, but that's a separate thing. You can contact me anytime for that. Kalvainike, glad to meet you here. I have 6 years experience in testing both manual and automation, and now wanted to do with full-time AI. What do you mean a full-time AI? Oh, artificial intelligence course in UK. See, you have 6 year experience in testing, and if you're really doing good, then there is no point to learn AI, a 1 year course. And if you really see that, okay, after 1 year you will get the job, and it will change your career, and it will give a extra addition portfolio in your career, then only it's spending time, money. 1 year, it's like too much. Then only it matters. Otherwise, there are so many things in automation and testing, and for SDET point of view, you can learn those things and you can improve the things. But it depends on your interest. If you're really interested to learn about data science and AI things, why not? Then go for it. And then, I mean, after that, you should implement those things. That's my question actually. People are just learning, but if you are not implementing, after a couple of months and after a couple of years, you will start forgetting about those things, because you're not practicing it, right? The real time practice will happen only when you are joining some project or company. You're actually working upon those tools and technologies. Then only it will come into the picture, right? So that's why, like, I always advise you guys that, okay, please uh, make sure that, okay, you are learning the appropriate things, because time is very important. 1 year is too much to learn such kind of courses, and you are already having 6 years of experience into testing, right? All in one is saying WhatsApp group. No, we had Telegram group. Please join that. Okay, I'll share the Telegram group once again in this chat. Okay. Yeah, Rahul, you can go for it and try to learn JMeter and APM, write those things, and then yeah, that definitely it will help you a lot. Okay, please suggest the best way. Okay, that question we have already covered. If dev not accept a defect, tester reported what to do. You just go and fight with them. Okay, if you're pretty much sure about it, okay, according to the requirement, according to the user story, and you personally feel that okay, no, that's a bug, and you are able to reproduce it, that go with the all the proofs that okay, hey, this is the bug, this is the problem with the application, and then you have to solve it. And if they're still not able to agree on that, then you should talk to your respective lead or manager, or maybe their dev team manager. But you should solve this problem by your own first. You should have all the proofs. You should do your homework first, raise the bug properly with all the information, log, a screenshot, and steps to reproduce and everything, and then go to that guy and then okay, say that okay, hey, see this thing, this is the bug in the application, right? No friendship, no nothing. Okay, just go and then raise the bug. That's your responsibility. That's your job. Okay. Any Java book can you please recommend? Uh, Head first Java is there. Okay, that is enough for you guys. I have couple of other books. Geeks of Geeks. You can, I mean, refer the online. I mean, the online portal is there. As such, good Java book. See, it's very specific actually. If you really want to learn about memory management in Java, there is a separate book. If you learn about multi-threading in Java, there is a 300, 500 pages. Okay, and then there are 300, 500 pages on only on multi-threading. So if you really a Java lover and you really want to achieve something great heights in Java, then only I would recommend you to buy some books. Otherwise, on my channel, the blog, and online things. Also, there are a lot of people they are preparing, working on Java and preparing the videos and blogs. That is enough for you. Okay, so but you can refer headfirst Java. That is like initially for beginner point of view. That is more than enough for you. Okay, beginners, please don't copy paste the same question again and again. This is a 10th time you are asking the same question: how to write Java programs. So please don't copy paste. Otherwise, I'll terminate you. Data provider in Cucumber, I've already covered. Shilpi, please check my video on Cucumber. Test strategy and test scenario, guys. Again, see, don't ask such questions. I mean, as I told you, right? That's, these days, Agile is there, and then there are hundred of videos and thousand of blogs are available on okay on internet on Google. You just go there and check. You will get a lot of templates on test strategy and test planning and all these things, right? Because every company they will use a certain standard templates, and there are a lot of examples are available. Just go and then go for it, right? Okay, I think this might be a good question. Madhuri is saying that okay, planning to switch job currently in manual testing, having 7 years. In fact, in Meetup also, a lot of people were asking the same question that okay, 7 years, 6 years, 8 years. One female candidate were there around 11 years experience only in manual testing, and then now she is feeling that okay, no, what should be the next step for me, because companies are not ready to take me with 11 years and 12 years, because the similar kind of job can be done by some other 4 years and 5 experience guy as well, and then he is good, he is better than in automation, I mean he is better than me in automation. So then that's a problematic situation, guys, right? So this is the answer for all the people who are having 7 8 plus years experience in only in manual testing, and still you haven't thought about your career, right? If you remember that, okay, I think in one of my video on live video, I just commented on manual testers that okay, please don't stick to manual testing only, learn about automation. And some people they took me wrong. So one guy commented over there that okay, hey, you are defaming the manual testing. Guys, I'm not defaming. First of all, you should understand the market situation, the market value. Some people say that, okay, no, in automation, if you're not using it properly, then what is the point of automation? Then if the point of automation is that's a market requirement, that's a market value. There is a market capture, right? Then you have to go with the market. You have to go with the current situation in the market, or what is going on, and right. It's not like, okay, no, I'm really good in manual testing, and then but if you are really happy with your current package for last couple of years, and if you really don't want to grow in terms of money and in terms of opportunities, growth, and everything, and then you stick with the manual testing. You don't enhance your skill set. People are moving from manual QA to automation to SDET and architecture. There is a hierarchy. If you don't have that mindset, then it's good to go. But please don't get offended with these things. I know I talk a little harsh sometimes, but this is a fact. I always talk on the facts, guys. So you have to go with the situation. You have to go with the market agenda. What is the market? Current market is where exactly we all are moving, right? And you should know. You should think about your market position also. What is your position in the market? What if or if you have that mindset, okay, no, for now for next 10 years and 20 years, I'll spend my time only in this company, then perfect for you, right? But if you really want to grow, you want to make some money, if you want to go some good opportunities, maybe on-site opportunities or some good companies, or you want to implement new things, if you really want to go with automation or R&D and SDET kind of profile, definitely then, guys, you have to learn about all these things, and you should know how to learn, how to implement, what to implement, what how exactly, and what exactly we can improve, right? So that's important, and that's the problem with all the 7, 8, 10 years experience guys. That, okay, now Naveen, what we have to do? Because now because they see, they compare with me, because I'm not saying about me, I'm saying that because they compare with me my LinkedIn profile, and then whenever they talk to me, whenever they meet me, that, okay, you are also having the same experience, around 10 year 11 years experience in the automation and then in the industry, then how exactly your profile is different from us? We are also doing the same thing, and we are very hardworking and all those things. See, that's why I told them, because I know, I knew it actually 7, 8 years back. I got to know that, okay, yes, where exactly I'm moving actually. I'm not into development. I'm not into some other very high fun do things like data science or something like this. Right? Then what should I learn? So I started my things, my own things. That, okay, something, what where exactly market is going. And after 5, 6 years, I predicted myself that, okay, yes, after 5, 6 years, the situation of the market in automation will be very high. The demand of automation will be very high in the market. And then I prepared myself. So it took me also for 4, 5 years in the industry to take the challenges. I switched the companies. I learned the things. So you have to take the risk, and you have to learn. Learning is very important. Okay, I'll tell you some other things also in the today only, that how exactly and what exactly you guys have to do. That is the main agenda. Okay. Okay, beauties on Selenium apply tools. Yeah, Sandeep. Yeah, this is something really good. I recently did some R&D on apply tools and Selenium. Actually, I presented something in my company as well, and then they really liked it. Apply tools is for image verification and image comparison. So I really loved this particular tool, right? So definitely, I'll create one video at least on this. What are the automation tools should we know other than Selenium? Okay, it's a very good question, Anand. Other than Selenium, first of all, you should know about at least some basic knowledge on a robot framework these days. Okay, a robot framework you can learn. APM you should know, and if you if you're really aware about performance testing, you should enhance your skill set in performance testing. Two tools I'm telling you right away: JMeter and Gatling. Forget about load runner. You can ignore that. Okay. For backend testing, HTTP client rest assured is very, very important. And for framework designing point of view, TestNG, JUnit 5 also, just have a look. Whatever the all the things, extra advantages we are getting in TestNG, now JUnit 5 is available in the market. Who is aware about JUnit 5? Right? It's available in the market. And extensions, JUnit extension, there is a new concept in JUnit 5. Whatever you are doing in TestNG, the similar kind of things you can do in JUnit as well. And you see the market of JUnit after 3 years. JUnit will be more popular as compared to TestNG. That is for sure. Okay. So learn about these things. Learn about something in Selenium only. From the Selenium family, I'll advise you one thing. Learn about this Serenity, Serenity BDD framework. It's very interesting and uh, getting popularity in the market. Okay, Serenity BDD framework you can learn about. Okay, Hemant is asking UI path. No, guys, that's again not in my list as of now. All RPA tools as of now are still okay. Let's not talk about the UI path. I have already told so many things on UiPath, RPA things. In fact, in my last video also, in my Bangalore meetup also, I have told you guys that okay, how exactly and what exactly people are struggling. I attended a couple of meetups in Bangalore for RPA and UiPath, and people spend a lot of money on these things, and still they are struggling a lot to get the good job. If they are getting the job, also they are not liking it, and the money also that's not a great package they are getting. Okay, that's a fact in the industry, guys. I'm not saying these tools are good, but these tools will take slowly they will take some market capture in the market. Okay, so it's a totally different ball game. It's for your infrastructure automation point of view. If you really want to set up the onboarding process, if you really want to automate the onboarding process, onboarding means a new member is coming into the picture, or maybe new team member, a new join in. Okay, such kind of infrastructure you really want to set. I'm just giving you an example. You have to configure everything, so automatically you can do that. And functional testing and automation, web automation testing is the small part of this UI path. It's a great tool, it's a huge tool actually. It's kind of a monster, but the value of this monster is not that great in the market, so you need to understand this thing. Okay. Okay. Mazzy Matthew, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Switching from development to automation testing, what's your opinion? I mean, yeah, why not? You can do that, and I have seen a lot of people. In fact, in my group, in my network, people are actually moving from development to automation. Automation is that kind of thing, and they are using their development skills in automation and designing really good tools and frameworks, and they're enjoying their job, and it's quite interesting. Not that kind of stress, and then yeah, so good to go with that. Jasleen is asking, do we have any scope in Canada and Toronto for testing? How do I know that? Definitely, there is a scope. There are a lot of, I mean, according to my knowledge, I have a couple of friends over there. A lot of students from Canada and Toronto. I have some family friends also over there, and they all are into testing and they are enjoying over there. So, I mean, there is a good scope over there. Don't worry about that. Okay. Oh man, I'm just lost. One second, guys. Nice to see you. Can share a few points about Selenium 4. There is a specific video. Okay, I have already prepared. I'm the first guy who actually announced Selenium 4 in the form of videos. And I'm really pretty on these guys that actually, I don't want to take their names, but one guy actually saw my video and then wrote a blog. And whatever I'm speaking, the exact English, the exact sentence he just copy pasted, he just wrote on his blog. I mean, on Selenium 4. I don't want to take their names and their blog name. He's like, okay, just leave it. So guys, please use your brain. You do your own R&D, and then at least if you're doing copy paste also. And so he actually listened my video and then actually exactly sentence the way I'm speaking, exact thing he actually wrote over there in the form of blog. And he shares this thing on LinkedIn. I was surprised to see that. Okay, this okay, and this guy is quite experienced. Okay, I don't want to take their names, but yeah. Okay, okay. What else we have? SQL, yeah, SQL. I just started. Actually, a couple of messages I got for SQL. Then I learned SQL when I was a fresher. After that, I never learned about, because it's my daily routine playing with SQL and database queries and everything. So I thought of creating some videos on practical examples, how exactly people are using it, what is the purpose of this, and for interview point of view. So 4 5 videos I'll be preparing, and then I'll stop the series. But yeah, that is enough for you. So yeah, it will be there. So more videos will be I'll be uploading over there. So if you see my channel now, right now, a lot of new things I'm implementing. I'm side by side APM, Python, SQL, and I'm planning to cover some other things also, like with respect to C sharp. Okay, and in APM also will take a lot of time. So side by side, 4 5 things are going on. So please have some patience. Definitely, you will get a lot of new things on my channel now. Okay, it's not only about Selenium and Java, but a lot of new things. And one more series I'm going to start, robot framework. Okay, couple of videos I'll be uploading on robot framework series, and that you will learn a lot of new things, amazing things on robot framework. I really liked it actually. From last couple of months, actually, I'm designing my own things on, okay, on robot framework. So I'll be uploading those things as well with you. Catalan or any other, which one more scope in future? Catalan you can learn, but if you see Selenium versus Catalan is having some extra flavors, but still the market capture is not that great. So if you are leaving Selenium and learning Catalan, I don't think so it's a right idea. It's a good idea. You can have some basic knowledge on Catalan. That is enough for you guys. But again, the market capture is not that it's not like that. Okay, you are getting specifically the calls from Catalan. Okay, hey, I'm calling from this company. Do you have experience on Catalan? Hardly you will see that. That is for sure. Okay. Vaishali asking, it will be good if we will have scenario-based question session for Selenium. That we can have it later, not right now. That okay. This is a live chat, guy. This is a live stream. I cannot write the code. I cannot show you the code. I cannot share my screen. So you have to understand my situation as well. And because we have to think about for all the audience. If I'm explaining technically some code I'm explaining in the live videos, obviously it doesn't look good. And I mean, most of the people, they won't understand what exactly. It will be boring in that case, right? Hey, Rina. Okay. Okay. I lost the question. Okay. Yeah. Uma Shankar, what kind of qualities we should have as a quality analyst? Please suggest. Okay, it's not about that. Okay, you have to be really good, but you have to think about only one line answer. You have to think about the customer point of view. You have to be a customer to test your application, that how exactly the same application will be used by your user and the customer. If you are really good in these things, definitely you can test much better than as compared to other testers. Okay, think to break the system, think about a negative testing, think about, because you never know how exactly customer is using this application. You never know that what kind of people are there in the market, and what kind of how exactly they will be using this, in which environment, in which network, in which, okay, situation they will be using this quite particular app. So in that case, guys, that okay, if you have that mindset, the customer mindset, as a quality analyst, in IS2GB course, there is a line, uh, constructive mind with destructive approach. Right, so you should have the constructive mind, and your aim should be destructive approach, that okay, I have to break the system. So if you have that approach in testing, either it is manual or automation or whatever QA thing you're doing, if you have this approach, go for it. Okay, you are the best QA for in the market in that case. You give me so much confidence. Ola is asking, since I started watching your video, keep the good work. Thank you so much. For 3 years, Nanda, yeah, you can have some basic knowledge. Otherwise, you can ignore for use. I mean, Selenium with Java, that is enough as of now with 3 years. 1 year experience, as Monica is asking on Selenium. Want to go for Exin certification? Please guide. What do you mean by Exin certification? Uh, can you please explain it again? Or maybe there is a typo. Finally able to catch your live talk. So happy. Hey Mira, big boss of testing. Okay, I'm not reading these comments. How to crack the Selenium interviews. I have already prepared. All my live videos are about cracking the interviews, right? Mira is asking Naveen, who writes user story? And is it enough to write test cases as a reference? Okay. See, user stories are written by POs. In fact, in Agile, there are no certain rules. User stories can be written by anyone, but the main responsibility is the PO. He or she has to write the user stories because that guy is interacting with the business, to the stakeholders. You and me are not interacting with the business holders directly. These guys are there going to the on-site or maybe the product owners, and then I mean the business stakeholders. They are collecting the information, writing in the form of user stories, and then delivering the same user story to dev and QA guys. And in that case, uh, people are actually referring those things and writing the test cases and development. But writing the test cases is not, it's not about that you have to refer that user stories all the time. There are certain other things you have to keep bugging your PO that okay, hey, what else? And what are different negative conditions? What are the different positive conditions? What are the different use cases, scenarios, high level, low level, the test data and everything? You have to discuss with your product owners. They cannot write each and everything in the form of acceptance criteria or in the form of user story. You have to grip, you have to talk to your PO, discuss with the team, do some brainstormings, and then on the basis of that, write your test cases, right? Because in agile guys, there is problem is that everyone is not getting enough time to write everything and documenting everything. That's a problem actually. 3.8 is means manual testing. Of course, you can switch, but for switching, you have to learn about automation. So with 3.8 years, at least 1 and 1.5 years, you can showcase in your resume, but you have to justify. Okay, that's very important. You have to justify your experience in okay in automation. Then only you can go for it. Otherwise, don't go for it. Meetup session we will talk about, guys. We will talk about latest technology in Selenium. Selenium 4 is there, but it's still in alpha mode. You will see once it is announced. You will once it is officially announced on their site, on their blog, seleniumhq.org. I'll be the first person to prepare the video. Don't worry about it. Okay. Set interface video. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll do that. Main topics. Everything is main topic. Okay. In Selenium, everything is the main. Everything is important in Selenium. You have to know each and everything because you never know what kind of scenario it is. Okay. So in Selenium, either it is web table, browser handling, pop-up handling, running on the different browsers, and designing the different locators, the strategies, CSS, XPath, and all those things. You should know about all these things. Okay. Who is asking how you are learning so many tools and technologies? Yeah. It's okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Like from last 4 5 years, I really got some passion, some crazy passion that okay, no, I really want to know so many things, new tools, technologies. Maybe after uh, when I was working with Cisco, I got a couple of. I mean, my environment was like that only. So a lot of people they were really good. Some amazing college, some really good companies, some good people, couple of people from Russia, and then we were writing something in loader with C and C++. At that time, I got to know I really want to learn more things on different things, and they gave me the mindset actually. So with with this thought actually now, whenever I see a new thing and whenever I see that okay, yeah, there is a market value, why not? It will definitely help me to grow whatever I want to achieve in terms of automation, in terms of testing. Okay, what is will be my next target, and it will help me a lot. Maybe I can make more money about that, right? Maybe I can teach you guys, maybe I can start my training, right? I'm very open to that, I'm very frank about it. Maybe I'll get more good packages in the market and in terms of new job or new company. So you never know when exactly the opportunity is coming from where. And if they said, okay, hey, are you aware about Python? We will give you this amount of position, this amount of money. And if you say that, okay, no, I'm not aware about it, then your opportunity is lost. I mean, opportunity is gone. So you have to be ready. So that motivates me a lot. And the second thing is about my channel, the YouTube channel, my training, and the people like all these people like you who always ask me the question. And then because if you really want to be the best, you should always give the right answer. You should know about at least most of the things, right? You should not disappoint someone that, okay, hey, this guy is saying that, okay, hey, he's really good in automation, having its channel and everything. And if we ask the question, he doesn't know how to give the answer, and he doesn't know. And he's saying, look, I'm not aware about it. Maybe I can learn about all these things. Maybe a couple of things, it's fine, but not for everything. So that's why you have to up to date yourself. So it's all about the passion, guys. It's all about how exactly you're learning the things, right? Okay. I think it's too much. What is the time? Okay, we will take another 15 minutes, right? So I'm just ignoring the same repetitive question. Blue press. Oh. What kind of programs you have to, okay, prepare? I've already given you the examples. What are the different things you have to prepare? Okay, yeah, it was a great meeting in the Bangalore meetup, guys. Around more than 100 people were there in Bangalore meetup, and then that was a really great meeting. It was We really had fun, and it was great session, great get shot, meet and greet, and then yeah, it was really good. So we will keep having such kind of meetups in different cities. Next city, most probably I'll be targeting this Pune and Chennai, Hyderabad, or Delhi. These are the 3 4 cities I'll be covering in India. Okay, one second. So we will see how exactly we can plan it, because planning is very important. I don't know anyone in these cities, and we have to set up the logistic things and find the right place and everything. That matters a lot, right? So once these things are finalized, definitely I'll announce. I'll be announcing these things. Okay, Shehjanul Islam is asking, tell me about yourself, role as a QA in your current job, how to answer. So there is a specific video how to explain about your project, your roles and responsibility, everything, how to handle tricky HR questions. Also, there are 2 videos are there. I have already prepared. Please go for it, and you will get a lot of idea, lot to know. I mean, so many things I've covered over there. How to give the right answer. What is your current role? What are your roles, responsibility? Explain about your project. Everything. Okay, I've explained over there. Please watch that video. It will help you a lot. Yeah, Selenium with Python is a good choice. You can start stream. Okay, so one question asking that, okay, good books on Java. Guys, good books on Java, good books on Python. So couple of well, first one thing you need to know if you are really habitual now with the books, because the problem with the books is that uh, we are not in college, right? We are not in school now, so you have to get the book and you have to read it. You have to page by page. You have to read it. If you are habitual with that thing, and the side by side, you have to open your Eclipse and you have to practice. If you can do it, then only go for the books, right? And so simple reading the books and marking your notes, and if you're not practicing it, then books will not help you, right? So that's why, like, we have channels, we have blogs, we have different YouTube videos are there where people are actually writing the code in front of you guys, the way I'm writing the code in front of you guys. Okay, hey, this is the thing you have to do. This is the class. This is the logic we have to write. So I think personally, I believe that okay, this is the right way of learning the new things. Okay, because now because with the books, nobody is going to test, right? Okay, hey, these are the 50 questions. You have to solve it. It's not like that, right? So you have to practice. That matters a lot. So if you can manage with the books, then go for it. Otherwise, just leave it. Okay. When should we accept a team lead after how many experience? So yeah, that's a good question, that Rahul. Uh, if you feel that okay, after maybe 7 years or 8 years, you feel that okay, yeah, now I can be a team lead, definitely just go for it, and then you should fight for it. It's not like after 7 years still you are senior senior software engineer, or senior test engineer, or senior QA engineer. You should also think about your designation, right? After 10 years, maybe you can think about the QA manager, or QA lead, or associate manager kind of profile. You can think about it. But after 10 years, 15 years, also I have seen some people, they are still team lead. 15 years, 17 years experienced guy I have seen in my previous company, he is a still team lead from last 5 years, because he never thought about his career growth. He is happy with the company, and then he's enjoying it, and that's fine. He's not bothered about it. But now, after 5 years, when he sees that okay, he observes that okay, my juniors are switching the job and getting good hike, and then getting a new job and getting promoted. I'm still the same guy. I'm still in the same designation. Then you will realize. Okay, so at least you should have 7 years experience to become a team lead. That is my personal choice. Don't expect that okay, after 3 years you are saying that okay, hey, I'm leading a team over there. You are still a junior guy, right? 3 years, 4 years experience guy. It's your learning thing. It's your learning curve. It's your learning phase actually. So forget about team lead with 3, 4, 5 experience guy. I'm telling you one figure: 3 to 6 years is the right time in your career. You can learn as much as possible. Okay, first initial 2, 3 years in the company, in the industry, you will adjust with the company. You are a fresher, and then a lot of new things. You're enjoying corporate life. 1 year, 2 years initially, but after 3 years, guys, you should I mean, you should be serious about your career. I was a very fun-loving guy when I was a fresher, partying and all those things. But after 3, 4 years, I got to know, no, I have to be serious about my career and all those things. I have to learn. I stopped everything. On weekends, I just like used to learn new things, taking the courses and learning this through YouTube and everything. And then it takes time. It takes your hard work. Okay, but after 7, 8 years experience, also, if you're not serious about your career, then it's up to you. No one can help you. No one can teach you like this, right? Encapsulation abstraction video is already there. When should we accept a team lead role? Okay, that's already covered. Okay, I think. Okay, one thing I want to share with you. Yeah, I think I've covered almost all the questions. uh, One thing that from last 1 year, what exactly I'm seeing in the market, that I mean, because I'm taking a lot of interviews actually in my company, and I'm seeing that okay, a lot of people are coming with good knowledge and everything, but the problem is that they are not able to express properly how to use, what to use. Or some people I have seen that they're overconfident always, and they are not able to deliver the things properly, and that they are just bluffing at a time of interview. But the percentage of these people are less. But the percentage of the first type of people, that they have learned most of the things, but they are not aware about it. So that's a very crucial thing, guys, that you need to understand this. And it's not only about me. I have taken the feedback from other interview panels and my other friends also in some different companies. They are also facing the same thing, that okay, these days opportunities are there, no doubt about it. In fact, there were some weekend drives we had it, and we haven't hired anyone. That's a problem. Now you can see that we had a lot of opportunities, but we haven't hired because we didn't get the good crowd. That's a problem in the market, guys. You have to be really good at a time of interview, what exactly you are saying, how exactly you're explaining, and then are you confident about whatever you have written on your resume, right? Just to get the interview call, uh, I don't want to take these service based companies example, but I really don't have any choice. I really need to mention about it. Working in TCS, Infosys, companies are good, no doubt about it. But you have 3 years of notice period. I mean, 3 months of notice period. Sorry, not years. And just to get the interview calls, they are writing everything in their resume and getting the calls. And then when they face the interview, that's the time they got to know that okay, they don't know anything, and they get rejected. And then they get frustrated. And then I'm getting a lot of emails with the same thing that okay, we are getting rejected. And when I ask them why you are getting rejected, they say that okay, yeah, we bluffed actually, and then we said okay, yeah, we know these things, and then yeah. So this will not help you guys. You have to prepare accordingly. That's very very important. Okay, you have to be very careful about all these things. So don't directly jump into automation if you don't know the things. First, think about it, what exactly you have to learn, prepare yourself, talk to your colleagues, talk to the experts, and then give yourself at least 3 4 months of time. And that okay, hey, I have to prepare, then only I'll touch the interview process, then only I'll be in the market. Right? So that's the right way of doing it. That's a right way of learning the things and cracking the interview. I was really frustrated. Okay, written everything on the resume, and the moment I asked the basic question, I just asked the basic question: Can you write a program to launch Google Chrome? And I'm telling you, like a lot of people, they were not able to give the right answer for that. Seriously, like they are saying that okay, no, we handle this thing, automation projects, and the automation lead over there, and they are not able to give these kind of basic answers, right? So, guys, please think about it. This is something very serious. Okay, either it's not only in India; it's there in in US also, in America also, in European countries also. People are actually not aware about what exactly they're trying to say. In US, the situation is really bad. Situation is really so worse that okay, that there are majority of the crowd is fake experience, no experience in the IT, no experience in the automation. Just on the paper, experience is there, and then they really want to get the job. That's okay, that's the process over there, that's fine, I'm not denying it. But to get the things done, you have to know about all these things, guys. Then only you should apply for it. Okay, then only you can survive in the market, right? Okay. Okay, one thing I want to ask, that are you guys liking this Selenium challenge series that we started? I mean, I'm getting a lot of submission of the assignments. So please, like guys, that's why the series I started at okay, the Selenium coding challenge, and please refer those good repositories, winners repositories, and please participate in such kind of challenges, guys. It will give you a lot of confidence. Forget about winning the competition. You just first see that okay, yeah, this is the kind of question, these are very practical and real based questions I'm asking actually in those challenges. It will give you a lot of confidence. It will teach you how to design the framework, how to write end-to-end system designing framework and everything, right? So please participate in such kind of challenges, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let's talk about the meetup quickly. Meetup, maybe next target, I'm telling you that either in Pune or Delhi. So if please contact me, guys, uh, uh, for the Pune. If you are aware about any place over there, definitely I would love to come to Pune, and then we will see how can we organize. So please write me a mail if you know some places, if you can arrange some places, or maybe in your company, you can ask in your company as well. Maybe we can get a. I'm not looking for sponsorship. I'm just looking for the space. If they can give us a space for 2 3 4 5 2 3 hours, that will be great. Okay, you can maybe, because in every company there is a place. Definitely, I can come over there, and then we can. Okay, we can have a meetup, and then we can have a great sessions, actually a workshop kind of thing. We can do that over there, right? Okay, guys. So I think that's all for today. And I hope you guys are learning, and thanks a lot, for watching my channel. We are very close to 70,000 subscribers within still, 2 years are not done. 2 years will happen in October actually. So I mean, that's a good thing to get that level of good numbers on channel, and then people are actually liking it, and people are talking about this channel. Actually, this is actually motivating me, and then there are a lot of success stories which actually motivates me to make more and more videos and share my knowledge with you all. Right. And I always feel happy whenever I see a message that, okay, hey Naveen, because of this thing I got a job, and because of this Telegram group helped me a lot. No doubt about it, there are a lot of people in the Telegram group. There people are actually helping a lot. Maybe I'm not that active in that Telegram group, but still Raj is there, and there are a lot of people who are actually helping people, others, and then uh, solving their problems. I can see that day and night people are talking about it. Day and night people are learning over there, and then this is a kind of platform I have given to you now, and now it's time you to use these kind of platforms, guys. This is very important. Use these platforms. Facebook group is there, channel is there, my email ID is there, Telegram group is there, training sessions are there, live sessions are there. Okay, so please utilize these platforms, and then definitely it will help you a lot, right? Yeah, I'll share the Telegram link. Just a minute. I'll share it with you all. One second. Yeah, so this is a Telegram group. You can join it on. You need to download the Telegram app on your system. I mean, on your phone, and then click on that link. Okay. The name of the Telegram is Naveen Automation Labs. That is a group name, Naveen Automation Labs. And the same thing you can find it on Facebook as well, Naveen Automation Labs. So on LinkedIn also Naveen Automation Labs. So now that's a common name on all the social sites. Okay, so I think that's all. What about the match? India is match is still going on or not? Okay, can anyone share the score? Okay, so good. So that's all for today, guys. And where okay, yeah, okay. Hmm. Good, good, good. Cool, guys. So that's all from my side, and I'll keep uploading the things. Keep watching your channel, and I'll see you soon in the next video. In that case, take care. Okay. So say yes or no if you really like this live session today, and if you have some suggestions, some feedback, feel free to contact me anytime. And if you don't have my number, I mean, not my number, actually, my email ID, it's naveenanimation20@gmail.com. You can just contact me for any kind of help. If you really want to attend my training also, every month we have a training batch. Okay, every month. But it's not compulsory to join, it's up to you. But every month we have a batch. So every month I announce on my channel, on Facebook group, on Telegram group that, okay, yeah, we are starting a new batch over there. If you want to join that batch, feel free to contact me over there. Okay, cool. Okay. Hmm. Okay, guys, so I'm leaving now. I'll see you in the next live session. Till then, take care. Bye bye. And yeah, yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. Chalo, I'm leaving now. Bye bye. Take care. Okay, I'm not finding how to end the stream. Shit. Okay. Where is the button suddenly? Okay.